Hello everyone, welcome to the session on Geography through Maps 2024 guys. Guys, every year this particular session I'll be doing in different institutions. From now on, will be doing from this YouTube channel. And guys, I always give this particular session 15-20 days before, because till that particular time almost every issue becomes important for us. So let us quickly enter into this and see what exactly we are going to check with respect to geography through maps. Guys, this is my Telegram channel. Please join this. I'll be giving more updates about other issues that are going on as well. As you're all aware, G20 summit occurred in India. Already UPSC had asked a question 2 years back. Which countries are part of G20? And I keep repeating, there is high possibility that they may ask you about this question again. So, let us see. Please try to remember this with the help of map. North America, we have three countries, guys. Canada, US, Mexico. I repeat, North America, Canada, US, Mexico. South America, Brazil and Argentina are part of G20. In entire Africa, you have South Africa. In Europe, guys, in Europe, you have UK, France, Germany, Italy and Russia. I repeat, let's see again. North America, three countries. Canada, US, Mexico. South America, two countries. Brazil, Argentina. Africa, South Africa. Europe, UK, France, Germany, Italy. Russia. West Asia, Turkey and Saudi Arabia. Okay? Turkey and Saudi Arabia. South Asia, India. Southeast Asia, Indonesia. East Asia, China, South Korea, Japan. And then Australia. I repeat, West Asia, Turkey, Saudi Arabia. South Asia, India. Southeast Asia, Indonesia. East Asia, China, South Korea, Japan, and then Australia. These are 19 countries, G19. Plus, you have European Union. And recently, African Union also became part of this. So G20 is a group of 19 countries plus two organizations, that is European Union and African Union. Okay, this can be asked, so I want you to see this. Guys, BIMSTEC after a long time had foreign ministers meet, and it's always important, where B basically stands for Bangladesh, I for India, M for Myanmar, S for Sri Lanka, T for Thailand, Nepal and Bhutan. What exactly is this BIMSTEC? Bay of Bengal Initiative for Multi-Sectoral Technical Economic Cooperation. BIMSTEC is about the countries which are having border with Bay of Bengal and how close they can be present. Then you have IMEC. What is IMEC? G20 countries recently agreed to have India, Middle East, Europe corridor. Okay, it has eastern corridor from India to Middle East, northern corridor from Middle East to Europe. Remember, Middle East is also known as West Asia. Now from Mumbai, we are planning to go to UAE, guys. From UAE, we'll go to Saudi Arabia. From Saudi Arabia, we'll go to Jordan. From Jordan, we'll go to Israel. From Israel, we are planning to go to Europe. Greece, Italy, Germany, many countries have accepted. So that is called India, Middle East, Europe corridor. And what is the reason? As I already told you in international organizations as well, that their main aim is to bypass Suez Canal. They don't want to be part of Suez Canal. Okay, they're scared if something happens to Suez Canal, everyone will be stuck. So they want to create an alternative to Suez Canal. See this. When China was going for Belt and Road Initiative, and most importantly, China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, which tries to connect, your Kashgar region in China with Gwadar port in Pakistan, when they were trying to connect, India went for alternative route called as International North-South Transport Corridor. Okay, International North-South Transport Corridor, which starts from Russia, right? Which starts from Russia. It will go towards Azerbaijan, and then towards Iran, and then India. This is one of the main reasons Iran was ready to give Chabar port to India. And with this Chabar port, even Prime Minister recently told, in Central Asia, there will be huge changes because we are going to reach Central Asia through this particular route. And this route is going to help, Central Asia come to Arabian Sea and also do trade. Its dependency on other countries can be reduced, right? This was called as INSTC, and recently first truck has started moving through this, guys. So it is very, very important. So INSTC is aimed at connecting Russia with India, and it is a new route, guys. But we had an old route also through sea, guys. Can you all check here? From Russia we go to Baltic Sea. From Baltic Sea we go to North Sea. This is your English Channel. After that we come to Strait of Gibraltar. After that we come to Mediterranean Sea. After Mediterranean Sea we enter through Suez Canal. From Suez Canal to Red Sea. Red Sea to Gulf of Aden. Gulf of Aden to Arabian Sea. Arabian Sea to India. This was old route available to come from Russia to India. Okay, you may see Black Sea and all is easier, but for oil exports and other things, this was the route used. But today we have a new route, you see, St. Petersburg to Moscow, Moscow to Azerbaijan, Azerbaijan to Iran. As of now it is Bandar Abbas, but we want to go to Chabar and from there to Mumbai. This is basically sea route under INSTC. Guys, when we are talking about G20, initially it was G7. Now India is always a special invitee under G7. And if you see here, Canada, US. Okay, in North America, Canada, US. Europe, UK, France, Germany, Italy. If Russia was there, it would have been G8. But Canada, US, UK, France, Germany, Italy. You also have Japan. So these are G7 countries, guys. Okay. Because the world is basically divided in two. Initially, they used to call it as first world countries, second world countries, and third world countries, guys. First world countries means US and its friends. Second world countries means USSR and its friends. Third world countries basically means you are talking about non-aligned movement, NAM countries you may think. But with disintegration of USSR, second world countries were removed. Now we have first world countries and third world countries. Later, we stopped using this first and third world countries. We have started using global north and global south. And global north basically means Canada, US, Europe, Russia, Japan, Australia. And you see, this is your Caribbean islands, South America region. This is your Africa. This is Asia, right? All this region, South America, Africa, Asia, and Central America, they are all part of global south, right? Brunt line try to separate global north from global south. See guys, Kachativu island is basically disputed between India and Sri Lanka. If you see, it is northeast of Rameshwaram. Rameshwaram is a volcanic island, and this is also volcanic island, and this is basically your Jaffna Peninsula of Sri Lanka. Kachativu, earlier it was disputed between India and Sri Lanka. Remember, Cholas ruled it, Pandyans ruled both sides, Britishers ruled India and Sri Lanka. Only after independence this became an issue, and this is no man's land. No one is actually present in this particular area, and because of this, what happened, there was dispute between India and Sri Lanka. 1974, almost 50 years back, both countries agreed for a maritime boundary agreement where the central government handed over Kachativu island to Sri Lanka, and after that this issue became very, very important and serious as well, right? And Prime Minister has raised this issue in the Parliament. So if they ask you, they may ask you about Kachativu island. And remember, it is volcanic island. It is northeast of Rameshwaram, and it is no man's land. People are not there in this. 1974, central government through executive order has given it to Sri Lanka. Guys, 1984, through Operation Meghdut, India has retained Siachen Glacier, which is considered to be the highest glacier in the world. And 40 years celebrations were made with respect to this. That is the reason we must be aware about Siachen Glacier. Okay guys, this is your Siachen Glacier. To the east of Siachen Glacier you have Aksai. To the west of Siachen Glacier you have Gilgit-Baltistan. To the north of Siachen Glacier you have Sakshgam Valley. Can you see this? This Sakshgam Valley is gifted to China by Pakistan. Okay, so Siachen Glacier is very, very important. Guys, India and Bangladesh recently went for an agreement over Kushiara River. See guys, we have a river called as Barak River, and this Barak River splits into two, so we call it as distributaries. So one river is called as Surma River and another river is called as Kushiara River. Okay, Surma River, Kushiara River. These two are basically present or distributaries of this. So India and Bangladesh tried to have an agreement over Kushiara River. After Ganges Water Treaty, this is one of the major river treaty. It flows in between Assam and Bangladesh. Kushiara, very, very important for us guys. Next, you have Pokhran. Okay, 1974, first Pokhran testing occurred and second testing occurred in 1998. Okay, 50 years of Pokhran, May 18th, it was celebrated. So please study about Pokhran in detail. Geographically, it is present in Rajasthan. Okay, guys, we normally introduce certain concepts called land port. See, in Tripura, we have a place by name Sabroom. We bring everything to Sabroom, guys. Okay, we bring everything to Sabroom. From Sabroom, we have put a direct route to Chittagong port. There is a highway to Chittagong port over Feni river. So all the goods from Sabroom, we are going to transport it to Chittagong. From Chittagong, we will be sending it to other parts of the world. So this is basically very important project of India. Land port. Which one? Sabroom. Last year, Feni river, is actually boundary between India and Tripura. Bangladesh and Tripura. And this river keeps on shifting. It's a seasonal river. From that river, almost 1 metric tons of water was taken for Sabroom area. And now Sabroom land port is being built and a highway is being constructed from Sabroom to Chittagong. Right? Very, very important for us, guys. Then we have China's Belt and Road Initiative. Please see this. From Shanghai, they plan to Urumqi. They have multiple routes, guys. One plan is to Kashgar. Okay. From Kashgar, they go to Central Asia to Turkey, Turkey to Europe. Second one, they have plans to go to Kazakhstan, Kazakhstan to Moscow, Moscow to Germany. But remember, guys, this route keeps on changing. So remember, on road, if you have a project, then under Belt and Road Initiative, on road project is called as One Belt, One Road. Okay. Sea route is called as Maritime Silk Road. Okay. Sea route is called as Maritime Silk Road. Land route is called as One Belt, One Road. These two are basically connected by CPEC, which is China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, which tries to connect Kashgar. It's not Kashi, it's Kashgar in Xinjiang province of China with Gwadar in Baluch region of Pakistan. That is CPEC. Okay, that is very, very important for you guys. You're all aware about Israel-Palestine issue is going on, and that is occurring near Gaza. See guys, Gaza is under the control of Hamas. West Bank is under the control of Palestinian Authority. In this particular part, they normally have what we call as, Golan Heights. Golan Heights was actually part of Syria, and Israel captured it. Later US also said it is part of theirs. Now what are all the questions that may come from this particular topic? Is Israel has border with Lebanon, Israel has border with Syria, Israel has border with Jordan, Israel has border with Egypt, Israel has border with Gulf of Aqaba. Can you see here? Israel has border with Gulf of Aqaba. Israel has border with Dead Sea. Israel has border with Mediterranean Sea. Okay? Countries are very, very important. Lebanon, Syria, Jordan, Gulf of Aqaba, Egypt, Dead Sea, and this. Okay? So these are all important areas of Israel. Dead Sea is actually in between Israel and Jordan. Okay, very, very important for us, guys. Guys, in Yemen, we had something called as, Abdullah Saleh government, and he was a Sunni. Houthis were Shias. Now, these Shias attacked the Sunni government, and Saudi Arabia, which is also a Sunni, came in support of that. Due to this, Houthis, who were Shias, Houthis are Shias and they are supported by Iran. These people tried to attack Saudi Arabia. They have also tried to attack Red Sea, They have also tried to attack Israel. Because of this, Red Sea has become very, very important and at the same time dangerous as well. So which are the countries which has border with Red Sea? Egypt has border, Sudan has border, Eritrea has border, Djibouti has border, Somalia has border. See here, Egypt, Sudan, Eritrea, Djibouti, Somalia. Ethiopia doesn't have border. Please see here guys. Ethiopia doesn't have border with Red Sea. Okay. Second, Israel doesn't have border with Red Sea. Israel has border with Gulf of Aqaba. Jordan also have border with Gulf of Aqaba. Saudi Arabia and Yemen has border with Red Sea. Now this is Red Sea. This is Gulf of Aden. These two are basically separated by a small strait called as Bab el Mandab. Please remember guys, Red Sea is normally formed due to divergent boundary between Saudi Arabia and Africa. Okay, between Saudi Arabia and Africa, Red Sea. And these are all the countries which has border with Red Sea. Okay, so this is extremely important for your preparation. There is high possibility they may ask you a question. Bab el Mandab is also in between Djibouti and Yemen. Okay. Then guys, countries around Mediterranean Sea, Europe is up to you guys. Let's see quickly. Spain, France, Italy. Okay. Slovenia, Croatia, Bosnia, Montenegro, Albania, Greece, Turkey, Syria, Lebanon, Israel, Egypt, okay, Libya, Tunisia, Algeria, Morocco. Like possibility of question is there guys. So I just want you to have a glance of this ones. Look at this country called Cyprus. They like India a lot. I told about Gulf of Aqaba. Egypt has border, Israel has border, Jordan has border, Saudi Arabia has borders. Guys, China has only one naval base in entire Indian Ocean, and that is Djibouti. Within Djibouti, Djibouti port is under the control of China, and China has given $100 billion to Djibouti. And this place India also wanted to try. As Djibouti did not accept, we took Egypt. We are trying to take support from Egypt. Because Red Sea bottom is controlled by Djibouti, above is controlled by Egypt. So we called Egypt for our Republic Day parade. After that, Egypt was also very happy and they gave order of Nile to Prime Minister Modi. We read that when Israel-Palestine issues were going on, India called on Egypt and asked, how are things going on in that particular part? So Egypt is very important, and why India is going closer to Egypt is because China is controlling this particular part. Guys, Ukraine is in news. And whenever something is in news, possibility of questions about that will always be there. So if you look this Donbas region, if they ask you, Donbas region is part of Ukraine, today under the control of Russia. Which countries have border with Ukraine? Russia, Belarus, Poland, Slovakia, Hungary, Romania, Moldova. Please see this carefully once guys. And this particular part is known as Crimea. Okay, one side you have Sea of Azov, another side you have Black Sea. These two are basically separated by Kerch Strait. Kerch Strait, a very, very important area that you must be aware about, because Russia has blasted many ships of Ukraine in this particular part. What is this called? This is your Crimea. See this. You have Sea of Azov, you have Black Sea, You have Sea of Marmara, M-A-R-M-A-R-A, and Aegean Sea. In case if UPSC gives you this picture 1, 2, 3, 4 and ask you to arrange the things in order which they used to do before, then please remember this is one of the most important area which helps countries like Russia, Ukraine to come to this, and there was talks on opening up of Black Sea so that Ukraine can export wheat and help the world to have less food shortage. So how from Black Sea are you able to come? From Black Sea to Sea of Marmara to Aegean. This is Turkey, this is Turkey. On both sides of Sea of Marmara, you have Turkey. That's why that area is very, very important for you. And guys, wheat growing areas may be asked. From world climate, if you can remember, what all comes under temperate grasslands of the world? Okay, temperate grasslands of the world, that is wheat growing areas. North America, you have prairies. South America, you will have pampas. Okay, little bit near high veld in Africa. Australia is downs. Okay, Europe and all, it is steppes region. Apart from that, entire Europe is good for wheat cultivation. Right? India, especially Ganga basin. But remember, most of the wheat is in northwestern India. This diagram is wrong. So we see it in northwestern India. China, especially northern part of China, little wheat is cultivated. See guys, Vladivostok is the most important city of Siberia. Okay, Siberia is Asian Russia. Russia is both part of Europe and Asia. Siberia is Asian Russia. And in this particular part, you have Vladivostok. Recently, there was military exercise here. India participated in the military, didn't participate in the navy, because in this region there is dispute between Russia and Japan. And these are called as Kuril Islands. Kuril Islands. And please read Japan once because there was earthquake. Right? Just look at that particular aspect once, guys. Okay. Last year a question was asked. Okay, I'm not expecting a question, but you must be aware. Remember guys, East China Sea is between China, Taiwan, Japan, South Korea. Okay. In between South Korea and China, there is a rock called as Socotra rock, which is disputed. In between Japan, Taiwan and China, the islands are called as Senkaku Islands or Diaoyu Islands or Tuoyutai Islands. See guys, PRC is China, ROC is Taiwan, Japan. Japan calls it Senkaku, China calls it Diaoyu, Taiwan calls it Tuoyutai, which is present in this particular part. Okay, these are very, very important for us. South China Sea, if we are looking at, already dispute was there, there can be a question. Paracel Islands, Spratly Islands, Scarborough Shoal. These three are disputed. And guys, you can see this red line. This red line is called as 9-dash line. 9-dash line is disputed between, like China and countries of South China Sea. It's very, very important for you. Okay, Paracel, Spratly, Scarborough. These are disputed between China, Philippines, China, Vietnam, right, and South China Sea area. See guys, 1974 when India went for Pokhran testing, the world reacted and it established NSG, Nuclear Suppliers Group, which is basically an export control regime. Okay, it is an export control regime, and this tries to normally reduce export of nuclear materials. Okay, NSG. It was established in 1974 in reaction to India's Pokhran, but they first met in 1975. 50 years celebrations are going on, so you must be aware about this. You know that India and Maldives have issues. India and Maldives is basically separated by 8-degree channel, guys. And Maldives is also made up of atolls, guys. Maldives is also made up of atolls. And how many atolls do you observe in Maldives? If you check, we have 1192 atolls. How much? 1192 atolls. Okay. Now, in this, India recently went for Greater Malay Connectivity Project. And according to this Greater Malay Connectivity Project, Malay is the capital, Willingly, Gulhi Falhu, Tilafushi. These are connected almost 6.74 kilometers, guys. These are connected by India under Greater Malay Connectivity Project. So I wanted you to have clarity on this particular thing, guys. Okay. After this, guys, it's important for us to know about Lakshadweep also. Guys, Lakshadweep is a group of 35 islands, and actually it is 36. One is submerged. Okay. And then basically Lakshadweep is divided into 3, guys. On top you will have Amindivi. Okay. Below that you have Lakadiv. And below that you will have Minicoy. Below Minicoy you will have Maldives. Okay, guys, Maldives. Now, guys, Minicoy and Maldives are separated by 8-degree channel, guys. 8-degree channel. Okay. Lakadiv and Minicoy is separated by 9-degree channel. Amindivi and Lakadiv is separated by 11-degree channel. This is new information present in Wikipedia, guys. In case if they give you, you must be aware. Amindivi, Lakadiv, 11-degree channel. Nowhere else I found this. Minicoy, Lakadiv, 9-degree channel. Maldives, Minicoy, 8-degree channel. Andaman and Nicobar is 10-degree channel. You see, 8, 9, 10, 11. As it is in sequence, I'm expecting a question. Okay. 8 is Minicoy and Maldives. 9 is Lakadiv and Minicoy. 10 is Andaman and Nicobar. Lakadiv and Amindivi is 11. Okay. See, guys, I have already done videos on international relations, but still, from ice wall in Mizoram, there is a river going called as Kaladan River, and this river reaches Sitwe port. So what we have done, from Aizawl to Paletwa, we have a route from there to Sitwe. From Sitwe to Kolkata, we bring. So Northeast India is connected to other parts of India through Myanmar. Northeast India is connected to other parts of India through Myanmar. So this is very, very important project for us, guys. Okay. So guys, these are some of the important areas that I wanted you to see. Guys, I have an app called as Sandeep Mahajan Academy. In that, geography, international relations courses will be provided. So if you people are interested and if any of your friends are interested, you can actually join. Most importantly, if you want to talk, right, you can text me on this, because many people tell me we search for your number, or you can mail me at sandeepmahajana@gmail.com. Guys, all the best for your exams. uh, other PT 365 videos will be uploading soon. Yes, thank you, thanks a lot.